Right, let's begin our interview. Hello and welcome. Firstly, could you tell about yourself?
Yes, absolutely. My name is Niki, and I am a former DIP student from Oulu University of Applied Sciences. I graduated in 2020, so about a little more than a year ago. And currently, I'm working at Nordea, which is a bank located here in Finland and operates in all of the Nordic countries. And I'm working as a banking advisor.
Okay, good to know. Could you tell about the events organized by Busy Project? In which activities have you participated in?
Yeah, absolutely, no problem. So we participated, or actually I participated, two different projects with Busy. The one was a summer camp project where we developed some business ideas in cross-cultural teams, small teams. It was in Petrozavodsk in Russia. And if I remember correctly, it was a 1 week, approximately 1 week trip to Petrozavodsk, and it was a lot of fun. It was a great learning experience. We learned a whole lot about cross-cultural communication with Russian people and how things work in Russia, and also got a great experience about developing business ideas and especially like presenting business ideas and pitching. It was a big part of the Petrozavodsk trip and one of the most like teaching experience there. And the second one was a so-called 22 hours challenge. It was in Kostamushka, which is a smaller city in Russia near Finnish border. And there we had limited time to come up with like good ideas with the team of Finnish and Russian people. And it was also quite a fun, quite intense trip there in Kostamushka.
Okay, what kind of challenges did you face, and what have you learned in these events?
Well, well, for me, I greatly enjoy presenting ideas, and I'm always looking for opportunities to improve myself where in public speaking and in communication with people from different cultural backgrounds. So for me, that was like the main thing that stuck in my head from that trip. And also, I have to say about the challenges, I enjoy working with people from different cultures, but also I have to tell that people from different cultures, they have kind of like different ways of working and different ways of like communicating inside the team. So I would say that was a little bit of a challenge, but nothing that we couldn't handle.
Great. And about the skills you have acquired through the project, did you implement or did you plan to implement these skills in your working life or in general?
Yes, absolutely. Like, for example, if I talk about the work that I'm doing right now in Nordea, since I say Nordea it's not only operating here in Finland, but also it operates in Russia, it operates in Norway, Sweden, and in Baltic countries. So we get a lot of customers from all these countries. And well, this time we were working in Russia with the Busy project, so we also have a lot of Russian customers, and it's always good to have a little bit of like, for example, Russian language knowledge in your pocket.
Yes, very good. Can you recall any most memorable things about your participation in the project activities?
Well, I would maybe tell two. The first one was the pitching. I wouldn't say it's a competition, but it had this little competition like feel with the pitching competition in Petrozavodsk. It was intense and it was a lot of fun. It was great having this like Shark Tank kind of feedback from the mentors there. It was great. Also, all the friendships and connections we made with other people there, the locals in Russia, and of course some Finnish people who I had never met before. So I would say these two were the main things that popped in my mind.
Okay. Uh, What about your opinion of becoming an entrepreneur in the future?
Well, I thought about that when I was participating, but ever since I would say I'm more like a worker kind of guy. I wouldn't say that I would. Well, never say never, I guess. But in the near future, I wouldn't be making my living as an entrepreneur. I wouldn't see that, but I'm not going to say that I will never be an entrepreneur.
Okay, good to hear. To our next question, how do you think the Busy project have helped you to understand the cross-border cooperation with Russia?
Cross cross-border cooperation. That's a good question because I would say it's there's a lot of willingness from the Russian side to learn from Finnish way of working and the Finnish like innovation and like all the things that how Finnish people do, and especially near the Finnish border, Russian people they seem to be really interested in Finland, and vice versa. Of course, Finland sees Russia as one of the main business partners of Finland. Maybe now less than let's say 10 years before, but still it's a major power in trading. So maybe the thing that Russian people are really like the people who live near Finnish border are really interested in Finland in business sense and maybe in cultural sense as well.
Okay, thank you, Niki. And
Thanks.
our next and last question is, did you have any expectations? And if you had, has the project changed these expectations or ideas about working with business and organizations with Russia?
I went there pretty open-minded. I lived half a year in St. Petersburg before I participated this project, so I had a little bit of know-how about Russia, well, knowledge about Russia, and I went there open-minded and ready to learn. So I wouldn't say I had great expectations about it. I was ready to learn, ready to meet new people, and of course, everything that I learned, I openly accepted. So it was interesting project, I have to say.
Okay, thank you very much, Niki. That was it. I ran out of questions, so I hope you will be with busy projects in the future as well.
Thank you. Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.